welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Thursday, January the 4th, 2024. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, we'll have some highlights from the year as we look back on the year that was 2023 during this special edition of News Leader. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, my name is Ringo. Here at Parkview Senior Living, they're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Parkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
News Leader's John Gray spoke to THS head football coach Coy Sisk about bringing the coffee pot back to Tullahoma.
Take a knee, take the game. 16-0. Coffee County goes down.
Hey, we'll take it however we can get.
Right, that's right, man. But again, special teams play was just almost flawless last night.
Real impressed with that group, and as a staff, Coach Goodman kind of heads that up. Right.
Brady, Popeye.
Yes, hey, he does an amazing job.
Yeah.
And now all the coaches pitch in. Hey, but Goodman makes sure that things are operating and doing well, and Holiday works exclusively with our kickers.
Right.
And so I told him he's probably the coach of the week last night.
Of course he was.
But
of course he was.
Hey, it's nice to be able to go out there and execute in that part of the game and see it make a difference. And I've said it a million times, a lot of coaches say it's a third of the game, but they're not giving
They don't give them that much time.
They don't give it a lot of time. We try to make sure that we keep time in our schedule and we work those special teams because we understand we want to win that aspect of the game.
I was our line plays pretty good too.
We're getting better.
Getting better on line play, getting a little more time, a little more room.
We're getting there. Right now, we're still undersized when you look at us with what we played against in the past 2 weeks. But they're becoming more fluid. They're becoming a unit. And I'm impressed, and I think there are big things coming.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Times are very challenging right now, and stress levels are high.
Reports indicate overdoses on the rise in communities across the state of Tennessee.
Those experiencing addiction and their loved ones may be struggling to navigate through all the change.
We want you to know that deaths from overdose are preventable.
And help is available.
Anytime.
Day or night.
How do I know?
How do I know?
I am the face of recovery in Tennessee.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
Welcome back. At last weekend's Miss Tullahoma pageant, Addison Mahaffey was crowned Miss Tullahoma. Let's watch the conclusion of the pageant along with an interview with Addison by News Leader's Candy Couch.
At this time, Miss Ansley Vaughn will take her final walk as the reigning Miss Tullahoma. Thank you, Ansley. And now, I will announce your 2023 Miss Tullahoma and her court. Fourth runner-up, number 19, Olivia Ann Bowen. Third runner-up, number 24, Jaden Brianna Keith. Second runner-up, number 11, Brooklyn Danae Hampton. First runner-up, number 4, Hannah Aline Chesser. And the 2023 Miss Tullahoma, number 14, Addison Elizabeth Mahaffey. Congratulations. Miss Ansley Vaughn will crown your 2023 Miss Tullahoma. Our 2023 Miss Tullahoma and her court. Please allow Candy Couch to make her way to the stage and take a picture of Miss Tullahoma and her court. After that, those who are interested in making pictures, make your way to the stage.
Everybody, I'm so excited to be here with my friend, the new Miss Tullahoma of 2023, Addison Elizabeth Mahaffey. And isn't she pretty? And tonight I was just so excited to see all of you all out there and all your pretty long hair. You know, there were only 4 people in the whole pageant that wore their hair up. And most of the girls had beautiful long hair like you. And so tell everybody about you. And you are a senior?
Yes, I'm a senior here at Tullahoma High School. I am working on getting my CNA license currently, and I'm going to go to Tennessee Tech in the fall to pursue nursing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful. Can you imagine if you're in a room feeling bad and somebody like this walks in? Wouldn't that make you just instantly feel better? Oh,
Thank you.
Well, I know you've been cheering. What else do you do with the high school?
Cheer is the only thing I do here at the high school. I'm also a part of HOSA, but I dance outside of school, and I teach gymnastics every Wednesday.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Wow. So you'll tumble for us, huh?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Well, now, 4 years ago, I had the pleasure of sitting right here, and when we were congratulating you for the Junior Miss crown, and here we are. This beauty runs in your family. You have a beautiful family, and such a wonderful. I mean, there's so many of them here.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Isn't that
they're
great?
Everywhere.
They're so proud of you and all that. Isn't that great? So what are you going to do this summer before you go off to school?
Once I finish my CNA course, I'm going to hopefully go work at NHC or a living facility and continue to get some practice in with CNA skills to go into nursing. I also am going to continue teaching Tennessee gymnastics.
That's great. Oh, that's great. Was there anything else you would like to say to the crowd? You know you'll be in the Christmas parade. That's not good.
I will be in the Christmas parade, so look for me.
Okay.
Thank you to my family who literally pushes me all the time. And they're all standing right here in front of me watching me talk. And it's kind of awkward, but it's okay.
And you know what? I thought it was so sweet that you said your mom is your best friend. That is so sweet.
That was actually a surprise. So whenever I was getting ready today, me and my aunt decided this is something that we're going to do for my mom, and we made it up, and she's been with me all day long, so trying to practice that answer was so hard because she was always next to me. So during the time before the top 10, I was constantly reading over and over and over.
That is so sweet. Oh, I'm even touched by that. Okay, well, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I love you, and I love your family. So
we love y'all.
We wish you a happy reign, and that's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Miss Tullahoma pageant starts airing this weekend on Charter Channel 193, along with our Facebook and YouTube pages. More news is coming up in a moment.
One thing about Parkview, we could bring our animal out there with us.
It would have been a deal breaker if we had not been able to take Gracie.
Yeah, we would not have gone.
If you want to do something, there's something to do most of the day. You shouldn't get bored.
I really enjoy my life here at Parkview. I really choose what I want to do. We have a wonderful library with hundreds of books that I love. It is a wonderful place.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. At the most recent Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting, Tullahoma HR Director was placed on paid administrative leave. The prior week, Mrs. Bryce caught Alderman Jenna Armarker in the office going through documents to be shredded and requested Ms. Armarker to leave, but had to find the city administrator, Jennifer Moody, to enforce the request. In this clip from the board meeting, the board weighs in on the merits of the accusations of impropriety handling documents by Mrs. Bryce.
Consider instructing the city administrator interim to place Costa Bryce on paid administrative leave pending, effective immediately, pending effective immediately upon approval of the pending investigation.
If we do this, then what we're saying is she's guilty of something. Now, I don't see that in any way, that she's guilty of anything. Now, did we have documents that were left out, or do we have documents that we don't know where they went? But now, I just don't see that. The times that I've dealt with her, she's always conducted herself very professionally, and she's done a great job here, and I think you're right. If we go against that now, not only are we going to give this city a black eye, but we're also going to give this city, people are going to look and say, hey, what exactly are y'all doing? And I just don't agree with it at all.
The only comment I'd make is that this is no accusation of guilt. It's merely putting on administrative leave pending the investigation to determine if there is guilt. It's the only comment I have.
Okay. I have the obvious question. What are we investigating her for?
We already answered that.
No, we didn't. What are we investigating? What are we accusing her of doing incorrect that prompts an investigation? To investigate somebody, you have to have a cause. You don't just randomly pick somebody out and say, let's investigate them.
It's what item number 15 is.
You have to, so we're accusing her of violating and let's be clear, no documents were shredded. All documents are still intact and under lock and key, not going anywhere. But is that what we're investigating her and putting her on administrative leave for, is possibly violating the retention policy? My voice is cracking. I'm sorry. I don't even need an answer to this question. I think this is ridiculous, and I think that we don't have. I would say, I don't know that we even have. She just made the argument that the city administrator doesn't have the authority of a full city administrator, so to do the hiring, the firing, and things like that. So I agree. I think our city administrator does, but she just made the argument that he doesn't have that authority. So I guess we agree with the rules when we want, and we don't when we don't. We just kind of wiggle our way around. This is ridiculous.
Point of order. I would like for the parliamentarian to keep her commentary as to the Robert's Rules of Orders, not to our municipal code.
Parliamentarian, give me advice when I need it.
Then I want one too, Mr. Mayor. If
I'd
you're
like a
hiring,
comment, too.
does anybody
You're
else
out of
want a
order.
parliamentarian
No.
to advise them? Because I want one too.
are
You don't have the
out of
authority to hire a
order.
parliamentarian
You are-
under our municipal code.
Do you have any comments further about
I
this
do.
item?
I made a point of order, and it should be well taken, sir, based on our rules.
Please address the
So
comment that's on the
I
board.
will now address the comments, but all we want to know is, did we destroy any sort of documents, or were we attempting to destroy any sort of documents that could subject us to further liability?
I think that there was someone that came forward that said that I believe there's a breakdown in policy. When we came down to City Hall to see what was happening, it was even per Administrator Moody said that she was unclear what the policy was. And I think that if there's shredding going on and nobody seems to know what policies are in place, what should be or shouldn't be retained or shredded, then that needs to be discovered. You know, that there needs to be an investigation of what the policy is and if it's being followed properly.
You know, I've got one big concern on this, and that is, and I know there's some differences here, but in this item, we're saying to instruct the city administrator, interim, to place someone on leave, and then we go down a few items, and then we're going to say, well, we're also instructing that during the interim, all hires, promotions, demotions, and terminations have to be approved by us at the same time. I feel like we're not on the same page.
Costa Bryce, a 20-plus year stellar employee of this city. I'd certainly hate to see her have to go through that.
I move to postpone a discussion and have another executive session in which to do said discussion due to liability reasons.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, right after these messages.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
There's a lot of talk about the risks associated with the COVID-19 vaccine, but the reality is, it's safer than going for a run. Give it a shot. Find a free appointment today at covid19.tn.gov.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, Please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
I feel like we're safe at Parkview.
There's somebody on staff all the time. So if you need help, help is there.
We are surrounded with people that are looking after us and taking care of us.
The staff is wonderful and always available. We feel so safe and secure here.
I feel safe at Parkview all the time.
Welcome back. On Friday, Coffee County Sheriff's Office made an arrest in connection with an investigation initiated by the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office in Texas. Robert Mitchell Reed, 20 years of age, from Tullahoma, was arrested on 5 felony warrants for possession with intent to promote child pornography. Robert Reed was employed with the Sheriff's Office from July 5th until his arrest on the 11th on these charges. According to the investigation, these incidents occurred prior to his employment and while he was on leave for training with the Tennessee Army National Guard. Mr. Reed is being held on a $500,000 bond while awaiting extradition back to Texas to face these charges. We will update viewers if more information becomes available as the investigation is still ongoing. In other news, an investigation stemming from an inappropriate behavior complaint has led to a former Franklin County school system employee being arrested on sexual battery charges, according to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Christy Jolynn Whelan was arrested Sunday and posted a $50,000 bond, reports said, adding that she is scheduled to appear in General Sessions Court on September the 18th. Whelan is charged with solicitation of sexual battery by an authority figure, 2 counts, 4 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, 4 counts of purchasing alcohol for a child, and dissemination of smoking paraphernalia to a minor. Reports said Sheriff's Office personnel met Friday with the guardians of teenage children who had filed a complaint against a woman they said was a former North Middle School teacher's aide who had exhibited conduct that was beyond questionable. Reports said that on August 3rd, the woman went to a convenience store and picked up the teenagers without consent from their parents. The youths requested to be transported to a store in Winchester where the woman purchased alcoholic beverages for them, reports said. Authorities interviewed a teenage boy about the conditions and what his relationship with the woman was, reports said. He said the interaction with her was through Snapchat conversations, reports say. The boy further stated that during one of the conversations, the woman had asked him if he wanted to see something, reports added. The boy said she had sent 3 digital photographs of herself in various new poses, reports say, adding that although her face was concealed, she had distinctive tattoos on her right arm that revealed her identity. Investigators said they believe these 3 pictures were sent to arouse a sexual relationships, reports state. Reports also state Whelan also purchased a THC vaping pen for one of the juveniles and had provided the youth with a picture of herself in a bathing suit where she was wrapped in a towel. The latter action resulted in the second solicitation of a minor charge, reports say. In June, United Way of Highway 55 Allocations Committee, made up of local community and board members, renewed applications and conducted interviews with each agency applying for funding from the United Way. Of 30 nonprofit applicants, the committee chose 12 nonprofit partners to help fund. They are located in and/or serve in Coffee, Moore, and Warren counties. They will each receive varying amounts to help fund unique requests within their organization. On August 11th at Common John Brewing, the United Way of Highway 55 celebrated and announced the 12 new partner nonprofits. This year's recipients are Warren County Meals on Wheels, Horseplay, Casa Works, Haven of Hope, Children's Advocacy Center, the Shepherd's House, Coffee County Humane Society, Access Hope, Tullahoma Daycare, the Hope Center, HOME, also known as Homeless of McMinnville Effort, and the Kids in the Community. Congratulations to all of the recipients, and thank you for all of the work you do to make our area of Tennessee a better place to live. Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
He's a little bit of you, he's a little bit of me. He's the trash along the roadside of Tennessee. He's the garbage that we find. He's the dream we left behind. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. A throwaway bottle or pop-top can may not seem much to a traveling man, but a little bit of litter goes a long, long way. And I grow and get bigger every day. Tennessee trash messing up the highways. Tennessee trash junking up the byways. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash.
We have met the enemy, and he is us.
I got a tour and I saw all the things and I was so excited about them. And she took me to the movie theater and it had red chairs. This is a done deal and I like it.
We have so many activities here that you just can't keep up with them all. We have exercise, we have coloring, we have crafts.
It's charming, it's attractive, it's very comfortable. It was one of the best decisions of my life.
And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.